I'm about to get my associate's degree in my college right now. I'm majoring in theater arts, and it just makes me sad to see that I feel like you guys have just kind of lost yourselves and you guys have given up everything to kind of try to sustain this relationship, and I'm not a fan of that. I don't like that at all. Olivia, and I'm going to say this too, accountability. You need to hold Sean accountable for how he talks bad about your family members. I would never, if somebody were to sit up here and say something about my family on a live stream, I would be so upset about that because family comes first. I'm a family person, and for you to sit up here and let him talk bad about your dad and stuff, and you just sit there and just like, okay, laugh it off, that's not okay. I'm not a fan of that. And Shanice, you need to hold him accountable for the fact that he, like I said, was not okay with you doing the Sephora dream. He just wrote it off. No. You cut people off.
Hold on. Listen, bro, you make some really valid points, but like, listen, we want to like have a conversation. So again, I agree with a lot of the things that you're saying. I agree that a man should support a woman's dreams. I agree that sometimes it's not my place to speak on like Olivia's family. And I think that if you paid attention to how I treat that situation lately, I always be like, hey, that's not really my place to like speak on that. The thing is, you guys, we grow as human beings. Like we don't claim to be perfect. I know I'm certainly not perfect. Like we're always trying to get better each and every day. So I mean, I appreciate you guys' viewpoints. I appreciate the feedback. But a lot of the times on Olivia's family, I don't really like to speak on that. Like most of the time, especially recently, I just be like, hey, I'm not here to tell a father how to be like a father. So I spoke on it one time. That was that one night. I had somebody that had a lot of respect. I have a lot of respect for. Shout out to Kev. You guys go look him up. He has a great live. He gave me some game. He gave me some data. He gave me some perspective, and it allowed me to kind of like shift my paradigm on that. So I agree with a lot of the points that you're making, and I just want to say people can grow, people can change. I'm certainly not the man I used to be 3, 4, 5, 10 years ago. I mean, we're always growing, we're always changing, and hopefully it's for the better.
Okay, but can you hold yourself accountable and say that you did dish and talk bad about about her family members like that? There's something in the Bible that says respect your elders as you respect yourself. You respect your elders. I would never disrespect anyone. And if you want to make this relationship work with Olivia and you want to marry her, you need to respect the family that she came from. I see you say all the time, oh, the family that you build is more important than the family that you come from. But here's the thing. Her parents put her into this world and they can take her out in a matter of seconds. That is her blood. And you don't disrespect the family.
You had me until you said that last line, bro. I don't know what you're saying. We do not condone violence. That is wild. And nobody's taking, hold on. Whoa. Nobody's taking anybody out. Like, yo, hold on.
You want to be with her and marry her at some point. I would never let anyone dish and talk bad about my parents like that. And mind you, I have, people have family members that they don't deal with.
You just said that somebody's going to take her out, like literally unalive her, or insinuated that somebody will unalive her, and like you're talking about. Hold on, man. Like, listen, you make some good points. I just think you're going a little bit too far.
What? Dork fatted? Not of God. It's not Christians. Did you not ask if she believed in God?
So with that being said, I just want to make this super clear. I take full responsibility as a man. It is not my place to tell a father how to be a father. I see how though that could have been disrespectful.
It's a metaphor. It's a phrase. If you know that, if you read the comments, it's a metaphor. I did literally mean.
You're talking about accountability, and then when I take accountability, you're like cutting me off, bro. Right. You got to listen to it, bro. So again, I am not here to tell a father how to be a father. That's a conversation between Olivia and her dad. Now, at the end of the day, I can still sit up here and say like, hey, I disagree with some things. And that's what I said. I didn't mean to be disrespectful, but I definitely see how it could have been disrespectful. So with that being said, it's a learning experience. We all learn, we all grow. Like, it's okay. All right. So go ahead and on to your next point. And by the way, just be careful, man, because saying somebody can take Olivia out of this world is kind of wild. That's kind of a stretch, bro.
I think the comments knew I didn't mean any harm by that at all, but that's okay. But I get what you're saying.
So what did you mean by that then? When you said they brought her into the world, they can take her out?
I've been saying I am a spiritual warrior because I feel like I'm a spiritual warrior.
What I meant by that statement is that Olivia's parents brought her into this world and they raised her. They watched her grow up. They know the kind of person that she is. So if they really wanted to, they can come out there and basically take her and be like, okay, you're coming with us, because at the end of the day, those are her parents. Like, they have.
You mean they can come in like? You mean they can come in like? I'm pretty sure that's not legal.
That's
so like just show up and like take somebody to a whole other state. I don't think that's legal to do that to an adult.
It's not.
All right. I still think you're taking that a little bit too far, man. But I'm gonna just let you have it. What's your next point, man?
I will be very upset if that happens to me, by the way.
So here's my question for all three of you guys. So say, because like I said, I'm not going to go into redundant stuff. We already heard people said that Sean's still married and stuff. But if something were to happen, Lord forbid anything were to happen to him, do you guys have a backup plan? Like in case like that didn't work out, like how would you guys be able to financially sustain yourselves without him? And so I get back into the point of me saying, like, I feel like you guys have pushed away any dreams or goals that you guys have in your life to try to sustain this relationship, which really, it's not a relationship, because mentally and physically, all three of you guys are all over the place. Y'all all have a bunch of work that y'all need to work on.
I think everybody has a lot of stuff that they need to work on. As far as the financially, I don't want to again speak for them. One, Shanice makes her own money. Olivia makes plenty of money, but the way my business is set up, like it'll keep producing me more money. And as far as them to get access to that, it would just literally be them calling one of my business partners and saying, hey, instead of transferring money to such and such account, transfer it to this account, or that's just that conversation. So everything would just be pretty much handled.
No, that's not the question I asked. I asked Olivia and Shanice, what would you guys do? So say he didn't have money in his account. What would you guys do to support yourself? Shanice, I feel like you can financially support yourself fine because you're in the military and stuff. Olivia, I don't know, because like I said, you're not in college, and I get it. People don't go to college for their own reasons. They go at different times, or maybe you're just not ready to go to college at this time. But I just need to know, what would your backup plan be?
Like I do with the rest of my
Don't know.
What?
You don't know?
I would figure it out.
Let me just go in the bush and weep. Let me just go in the bush and weep. I just have to go in the bush and weep. Really. I don't understand.
Okay, what do you mean by you'll figure it out?
I don't have an escape plan right now. Why would
See,
I have
and that's what I mean. That's the kind of stuff that you guys need to think about.
The thing is, it's not like I would be homeless the next day.
Okay, but you just said that you don't have a plan. You don't know what you would do. You gotta think.
If you're asking me for a step-by-step game plan of what I'm gonna do, I don't have that for you.
Okay, but that's the kind of stuff.
Like that's not even like at the forefront of, like that's not even anywhere near my mind, like in my mind. So it's just not a thought.
I just think but I think that you need to think about that kind of stuff, because life is so short. Like anything can happen in a split second. Like you need to think about what you're going to do with your life if this weren't to work out. Like I said, I'm going to college to major in theater arts because I hope to become like an actor one day. And if that didn't work out, my backup plan is to go into the education field, because I'm good with working with students and stuff. You have to have a backup plan. You just can't.
That's the quickest way to be average. This is the bullshit that they teach you guys. Listen, this is what they try to tell you, but in society. Enjoy your life rather than create a life that you actually enjoy. The shit that they tell you is to keep you guys average. You're clearly smart, you're clearly intelligent, you're capable of articulating yourself. I don't think you should have a plan B. I think you should have a plan A and say, this is what I'm going to do, and freaking commit to it. You got to commit, because what you guys don't understand about the universe is that it is very, very giving. You will get everything that you want in this world, but it comes with a test. You're going to get tested to see, hey, do you want the thing you say you want as bad as you want it? You're gonna get tested. So you gotta make a committed decision. This is what I'm gonna do. Dude, don't ever give up on your dreams. The only people who tell you that stuff like that is people that gave up on their dreams. You
Oh, I can tell you this right now.
no,
I'm not
no.
giving up on my dreams.
Listen. I'm gonna keep it very super clear. I always tell you guys this, and it's the most powerful thing you guys will ever hear in your fucking life. Write it down. I always say, talent hits a target that nobody else can hit. But genius hits a target that nobody else can see. When you create a vision for your life, you're creating a target that nobody else can see except for you. But it allows you to unlock your inner genius. It's 53,000 people watching here right now, and we all have an inner genius on us. The reason why we don't live the life of our dreams is because we're afraid to even think it. We don't have a vision. And a lot of people think they have a vision. Do you know the perfume of your dream wife? Do you know the perfume of your dream husband? Do you know how the sheets feel when you're back in your dream home? Do you know how your dream car feels in the steering wheel, right? Do you know? You got to have a strong vision and follow it up with action that's aligned with that goal, and you'll always hit it. Backup plans are pointless. They're useless. You got to make a committed decision. We live in the age of information. There's no such thing as excuses. So I'm going to say it one more time, and I know I'm saying a lot, but for some of you guys, it's really going to do it. Talent hits a target that nobody else can hit, but genius hits a target that nobody else can see. Okay? No. When you have a vision for your life, man, nobody else can see your target, but it allows you to unlock your inner genius. And guys, I don't talk it, I live it. I come from the bottom of the bottom. A little over 3 years ago, I was sleeping in my car. I was a fucking loser. I had bad relationships, bad friendships. I was just a loser. And I transformed my whole life, and it started with a vision and taking action that's aligned with it. You ask any successful person, and they're going to tell you, bro, go all in. Go all in, don't have a plan B. That plan B stuff is for mediocre people, man. Yes. If you're watching this right now, don't ever give up on your dreams, no matter what anybody tells you. People want to give up on their dreams and convince you to give up on yours.
I could tell you this right now. It almost seems like you're kind of trying to refer to me as mediocre. First of all, you don't know anything about me. You don't know who I am. You don't know anything about me. I would never give up on my dreams at all. I came from a very strong household. Two parents, my mom and my father in my life. I've been married for 22 years. The person on my profile picture is my lovely and hot, gorgeous mom. My mom has run a successful daycare business for over 17 years, and she is a mental health therapist. My dad is in the educational field. Also, not to mention, and like I said, my brother was actually on the Ellen Show. He went viral for playing the cymbals at Fresno State Band. So you don't know anything about me. And then for you to say that, I almost feel like...
With all that being said, did I ever once say you were mediocre?
You referred to me as mediocre.
Here's the thing.
You said that, like, it's not okay for you to have a backup plan. No, Sean. You're not going to cut me off. You're going to let me speak. Because I sat here and I listened to you and I let you speak. No.
But answer the question. Did I ever say you were mediocre? Did that ever come out of my mouth?
You referred to and said people that have backup plans are mediocre, and it's not, you need to stick with one dream and one goal that you have. I think it's great that I have a backup plan. Because let me
summarize this in one sentence. There's 50,000 people here watching. Everybody in here has a genius inside of them. Everybody here is a powerful being. The only difference is most people don't know that. And the reason why they don't know that is because society tries to suppress us. And right now, what you're doing, I'm not here to tell you whether you're confident or you're not, but what you're doing is trying to prove yourself to me. And I'm telling you, actions speak louder than words, young man. If you literally believe in your ability, you're not going to have a plan B when it comes to your dreams. You're going to have a plan A because you believe in your ability to achieve it. And your mom and this and your brother, all that is cool, but that ain't got nothing to do with you. At the end of the day, you're the only one. At the end of the day, you're the only one that can make your dreams come true, bro. Your mom,
I am going to make my dreams come true.
Can't do it for you. Your dad can't do it for you.
And I know that my parents can't do it for me. I know that. I'm confident in myself and what I want to accomplish in my career, but it's okay. It's okay for me to be like, hey, if that weren't to work out, like I would want to be a drama teacher. What's wrong with that? I work great with children. I'm good with students and stuff. Who are you to tell me that, oh, it's not okay for you to have a backup plan.
Listen, man.
It's good to have a backup plan.
If you want to listen,
to go
see,
after
here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. And this is the thing that's crazy, bro. I believe in you more than you believe in yourself. Because if you believed in yourself, you wouldn't have a plan B.
You gotta be ashamed of yourself, nigga. Real talk. You gotta be ashamed of yourself. How old is you?
What?
You heard what I said.
Mm-hmm.
And you may not be operating at the frequency to receive this message, to receive something so deep and so profound, but it's literally the truth. And if you go ask any super successful person, I'm telling you, they didn't get there by having a plan B. You think LeBron got to where he was at by having a plan B? Do you think that Michael Jordan became the greatest of all time by having a plan B?
Stop it. Get some help.
Do you think that anybody becomes the greatest by reaching their potential by having a plan B? Bro, you gotta be all in on plan A. It has to work or it has to work. Shout out to Neil Davis for the bar, by the way, happy birthday. But that's literally the truth, bro. It has to
you
work
haven't
or it
looked at
has
my
to work.
page. Otherwise, you would know I built my following on TikTok during COVID, during the shutdown. I took time with myself. Like I said, you don't know what I've gone through. I used to be bullied in high school. I did theater and all this other stuff, and I had people talk down on me all the time. And during COVID, let me tell you this, I was going to give up on my dream of acting. But you know what? I stepped up and started my TikTok account and made Disney content and made acting videos and stuff. If you look on my page, I made content and stuff. And then I ended up being noticed by Disney themselves and signed a contract with them and made videos with them. I don't even have to show you my room. I have a whole bunch of Disney stuff that they have sent to me themselves because I was branded with them. So for you to sit up here and say that I'm not confident in my dreams and stuff, this is what I mean. You need to hold yourself accountable with the kind of stuff that you say to people. It's so rude. I sit up here and I see you sit down and you have unrealistic expectations of how a man should treat a woman. You have unrealistic expectations of how a relationship should work. You have flawed thinking. Your advice that you give to people is flawed and it's horrible. So you need to think twice about the things that you say to people because it's rude. It's condescending and it's rude.
I'm not for everybody. What is wrong with me telling you that you're a young, smart, strong young man and you can achieve anything you want as long as you commit? Tell me what's wrong with that. Because that's the only thing that I told you. You're young, you're talented, you've already proven it. Just commit. Make a committed decision to be great. You can't, the definition of commitment means to remove all other options. It means to devote oneself to something completely. That is the dictionary definition of commitment. You can't be committed to two different things. So I'm telling you, you are smart, you are strong. I believe in you. Chase your dreams with everything that you got. Please tell me what is wrong with telling you the dictionary definition of commit. And not only commit, but you're strong enough to achieve it. If you can believe it, tell me what's wrong with that.
I do believe it. I do believe that I will accomplish my dreams. I'm very confident in that. And I'm glad that I have parents that support me and I have family and I have friends that support me in my dreams and encourage me for what I want to go after.
No, bro. At the end of the day, all that is great, but your parents cannot make your dreams come true. You gotta make your dreams come true.
I know that.
Listen,
I know that.
But if you know that, then why do you keep telling me that? Because at the end of the day, it's your dream and you're the one that has to make it happen. Yes, they can support you. Yes, support is important. But listen, man, the definition of commit. I'm not talking about how I feel or how you feel. I'm talking about the dictionary definition. It means to devote oneself to something completely, to remove all other options. A commitment. And that's all that I'm telling you, bro. The dictionary definition, bro. If you want to make your dreams come true, just commit. That's it. And you have a problem with that. Why?
I don't have a problem with that. And I'm gonna get back to asking my questions because, like I said, I don't want to make this all about me and stuff because I want to focus the attention on you guys. But my last thing that I do want to say is, what?
I said I would change the subject too if I were you right now.
Okay, gladly. Like I said, nothing that you're saying is like phasing me. Olivia, so are you gonna hold yourself accountable for this? I have something I want to show you. Let me turn my camera around.
Okay.
But you need to hold yourself accountable for this. Give me a second.
Honestly, I don't know why I'm not vlogging my life. Like, I have such an interesting life. I literally met this guy 2 years ago on LinkedIn, and he gave me a call, told me he does business coaching and life coaching, consulting, all of that stuff. We vibed really well, even over the phone, so we followed each other on Instagram. I came to his place last year in October, and now I'm here again, and this is all just to say, and now I'm just like in San Diego, like sitting in his penthouse. This is not to brag or boast or anything like that. This is just a lesson to say that, like, you need to be prioritizing growing your centers of influence. The reason why.
So you need to. Can you explain that? Because, like I said, we graduated the same year.
From the beginning, the reason why I have been able to, like, get the knowledge and the experience and, you know, my, like, following and having
No. Acknowledge the fact that you said that you met Sean in October. You went to meet him in October, so you were still 17. Your birthday's November, so I'm just gonna put that out there. You were still a minor, and like I said,
whoa. Come on. See, this is how false information gets spread. Olivia was born in 2002, correct?
Yeah.
You met in 2021.
2020, because that video was posted October of 2022. She said that you met you 2 years ago.
Listen, bro, you gotta listen. 2021, you're spreading false information. 2021.
It's not false information. The video's right there. She said that she met you 2 years ago. Oh.
So listen. 2021 minus 2 is what?
2021.
What's 21 minus 2? What's 21 minus 2? What's 21 minus 2?
19. 21 minus 2 is 19.
All right, so that's the point. Listen, how the heck did you, if she was born in 2002 and we met in 2021, how did you get 17?
She said that she went to visit you in October. Olivia's birthday is in November. She's 20.
Even if that was the case, she would have still been 18 years old,
she was 17. Her birthday's in October. Her birthday's in November. She was 17 at the time.
Oh, could you listen? Dude, what is 21 minus 2?
19. She was 19 in 2022. You're not going to talk stupid to me. You're not going to talk stupid to me.
Listen.
Wait.
In 2021, she's turning 19. How the hell can she go from 17 to 19?
Make that make sense.
Dude, okay. So 2021, I'm going to do the math for you since you obviously can't do the math. 2021, she was 17 October. She turned 18.
Oh my God.
If she's born in 2000, bro, please stop.
Do the math.
She would have been 17 in 2019, bro. You're 2 years, like, what are you doing? You're 2 years off.
Literally.
She was 17.
Okay.
I was born the same year as her.
Let's make it easier. In 2020, I was 18. 18 plus 2 is 2000. And I was born in 2002.
That is not easier.
It's
easier to you.
It's funny how you're trying to talk down and talk to me like I'm stupid.
Bro, listen.
She was 17.
Hold on. No, nobody's trying to tell you that you're stupid. But here's the thing. Olivia's father has come out and said, I live here. People still say it's an Airbnb. Olivia's father has come out and said she's about to be 21. Hold on. Olivia's father has come out and said she's about to be 21. And you guys still try to push this narrative that I met her and she came out here at 17. Bro, like...
You guys are getting it. In October 2020, she was 17.
I didn't know her then.
2021. In October 2020, she was 17. Okay?
I did not know her.
2020.
I did not know her in October 2020. I didn't know her. I was not living here. I didn't even move here. I didn't move into this place until February 2021. So there's no possible way she could have been here if I wasn't even living here.
I'm gonna play the video again. Do you guys want me to play the video again?
You can play the video, or you can just do simple math, bro. You're trying to make it seem like something that is not, bro. I didn't even know her at 17. I barely knew her at 18. I knew her a couple months before she turned 19.
Literally. 2021 is when I was 19.
It doesn't matter anyways, because majority of the comments agree with me, and I don't want to keep you guys on long. I don't want to stay on here that long because
that just goes to show you how silly they are. You guys refute her own family. This is why we don't pay attention to the comments, because the comments just feed on negativity. My real name is Jason. This is an Airbnb. Shanice pays the bills. And Olivia 17. Whatever the heck they say.
Let me play it again.
Bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it again.
Bro, with all due respect, if you're literally not going to look at basic math and you feel like your feelings override basic math, I really don't know what to tell you at this point. Can we just move on to another question? Because I don't feel like listening to somebody try to tell me that 2 + 2 is not 4.
Right.
I just don't want to hear that, with all due respect. So can we move on to like another question, bro?
Okay, and this is gonna be my last question because I'm gonna be mindful of people's time because there are other people that are trying to get on here. And my last question is, do you support mental health?
What does that mean? What does that question mean?
Do you support mental health? Because
that question means.
Because it was like I was mentioning and stuff. You guys don't take accountability for your actions. And like I said, mentally, physically, and emotionally, you guys are all over the place. You're all over the place. And that's why I'm saying, like, have you ever considered bring a therapist in here and see what a therapist has to say about that? You guys need to all do, and I'm not even saying get like a couples therapy or anything like that. I think you guys all need to, if you guys want to work on your relationship and you guys want this to work, you guys need to work on yourselves individually, and there needs to be effective communication. I see Shanice.
I agree with that. I think that there needs to be effective.
Like you can tell she's disconnected with what you're saying, and you can tell that you're emotionally disconnected with what they're saying too.
I'm emotionally disconnected to somebody telling me 2 + 2 doesn't equal 4. That's what I'm emotionally disconnected to, because people like to throw out all logic when it comes to talking about us. Like, it's the craziest thing. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. So, with that being said, could you restate the question, because I do want to answer it. So, do I support mental health? What do you mean by that?
Do you support mental health? Would you take the time to go seek therapy for yourself to work on your communication skills and how you handle this relationship?
Yeah, so one thing about us, we feel like, this is a great question, and I'm going to answer it. Give me like 30 seconds. So one thing about us is accountability is love, and we love accountability. So that's why we have mentors. That's why we have people that tell us the truth. Not about how we feel, not things that will make us feel good. They tell us the truth so we can get to the next level. I personally feel like when you have mentorship, when you also do self-development every day, and you hit the gym, which is the original therapy, you're purpose-driven, you eat right, you exercise, you get blue light, you get sunlight, and you actually extrovert and go outside and have a healthy diet, I feel like that will cure 99% of people's like mental health issues. So me personally, I just kind of like practice like that side. So no, I do not want like to go and talk to a therapist.
Stop it. Get some help.
Have I had a therapist before? Sure, absolutely. Has Shanice had a therapist before?
Reflection, the feeling you're reflecting.
Yeah, so
for you to sit up here and say that going to the gym and better diets can make.
Bro, I'm literally trying to answer your question, and I'm gonna let you go. So all of us have seen a therapist before.
You said that before, Sean. You said that before. And as someone that has lost someone before, that my cousin like 3 years ago. And he worked out. He was a good person. He did dieting and stuff like that. You can't sit up here and say that, oh, if I go on a diet or if I work out and stuff, my mental health is just going to be together. That's not how that works. Because I can sit up here right now and show a good face and be like, everything's all good, like everything's sunshine and rainbows. But what does that look like when I get off the camera? What does this look like when y'all get off the camera? Y'all presenting this whole thing like we got it together. You get your diet, you do your exercising and stuff, we gonna be good. We good. But what does that look like off the camera when you alone and you have to face your inner demons and what you're struggling and what you're dealing with? Don't sit up here and diminish it and be like, oh, if I go to the gym, my mental health's going to be together, because that's not everybody's situation.
So you don't think that going to the gym can help improve people's mental health?
I don't think that it can't necessarily, but that's not everybody's situation.
So you don't think that going to the gym and going outside and extroverting and exercising and eating right can improve people's mental health? Is that correct?
Not for all people, no.
So for most people?
No.
Gotcha.
Everybody's situation is different. Everybody's situation is different.
Yeah, I agree. Everybody's situation is different, but most mental health comes down to these two things. And I'm about to, again, give you guys some game. This is going to be some of the realest shit that you ever heard in your life. Anxiety and depression. What is depression to you?
What is depression to me?
Mm-hmm.
Depression can mean multiple things. Depression can mean I don't want to go outside today because I'm sad and I just want to stay inside my bed. Depression can mean, depression is, hold on, no. You asked me a question and I'm going to answer it.
I'm trying to say, keep it simple. What is depression to you? I didn't ask for examples. Like, just give me, what is depression to you?
No, let me answer. Depression can mean a variety of things to a different person. Depression might look different to you than it does to me. Like, depression to me could just be that I'm sad or I'm in bed and I'm crying because of like traumatic situations. Depression can mean someone's anger and that they're at their breaking point where they don't see light at the end of the tunnel and they just want to give up. Depression means something different.
So basically, you don't know. That's what I heard. It can mean many different things to many different people. So this is what I think. Depression is a negative reflection of the past, meaning people are stuck in the past, a traumatic moment, a traumatic experience, a negative reflection of the past.
I'm going to log
off because
there are other people trying to
hold on. Anxiety,
no, I'm respecting. There are other people trying to come up.
Anxiety is a negative projection of the future. Again, depression is a negative reflection of the past. Anxiety is a negative projection of the future. Most people will not be able to be happy if they're living in their past or if they're living in their future. They need to learn to live in the present.
I'm going to log off.
You're never going to be happy living in the present until you're happy with your presence, the way you show up and the work that you put in. All right, if you guys are diligent, if you guys are on point, if you guys are hitting the gym, if you guys are eating right, if you guys are actually practicing self-love and self-investment, and you learn to live in the moment, don't worry about the past, don't worry about the future, learn, hey, how can I be the best me today? How can I move towards my target today? Bro, most of your mental health will just go away. Now, is that for everybody? No. For a lot of people, will that help? Absolutely. Guys, there was a time where therapists did not exist. There was a time where all this medicine and all that stuff didn't exist, and people got along just fine. All right? So you guys aren't helpless. Yes, mental health is something that's real, but you guys can do something about it. You guys, if you're watching this, you're powerful. Don't let anybody tell you that you're otherwise. You're not some helpless person, man. There's three types of people in the world. There's a victim. You guys are none of that. If you guys are watching this, you guys are powerful people, man. There's victimizers. I'd like to think that most people are great. You guys aren't out here doing bad things, right? And then there's victors. You guys got to learn to be a victor, man. Learn to be a winner. And the only way you can be a winner is by putting in the work. All right? So I don't know why you jumped off, but that was that. We appreciate these debates. We appreciate the conversations. Means a lot, man. If you guys are battling mental illness, mental health, you guys got to make sure you got to have a routine. Hey, you got anything to say as somebody that kind of battles mental health? Any tips, any advice you want to give? I remember you talking earlier about mentorship.
No, someone asked if I offered mentorship.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying now's a chance to kind of like mentor some people. You have any advice you want to give them?
I know that a lot of times that, like when we have a certain situation in life, we tend to get stuck and use our situation or our circumstances as a cripple or an excuse to why we're not where we want to be or why we're not doing what we need to do. And I learned just throughout life that gets me nowhere. So pushing myself to my hardest. I mean, I understand like that we are all gonna have like, we're not always gonna have the best of times, but you're never stuck. Just try not to be stuck. That's all.
And then you want to say that? Thanks for that.
I would say chase something beyond you. I feel like I learned this from Tony Robbins actually. He was basically saying that like why a lot of people get down on themselves is because they're only thinking about themselves. If you're thinking about other people and what you can contribute to their life, I mean that's why moms are like they're going. That's why parents are going, is because the purpose is not only them. Like you'll see people's transformation from before they were a parent till after. Like they just have a different drive in them. Some people don't. I'm not saying all, but most people have a different drive in them, and that's because they have somebody else to care for. So I would say focus on a greater purpose, something outside of you, but you as well.
Deep advice from the both of them. Thank you so much, Shanice and Olivia, for sharing. To my guys out there, I just want to say, don't be a little bitch. This may be tough, man, but bro, you gotta accept the fact that you're at where you're at for a reason because of your actions and your actions alone. And that may be tough, but if you got the power to put yourself in that position, you got the power to change it. Okay, you just gotta like make a committed decision that you want to actually like change it. All right. Another thing to you guys, man, some of you guys got to get around different people. You guys are in environments where you can't grow. Hanging around friends, family that maybe they don't fit your future, maybe they don't fit where you're trying to go. So, with that being said, let's get somebody up here. But hey, let's do a 1.5.
Let's go to 1.5,
yes.
y'all.
And for those of you guys that don't know us, man, we appreciate you guys being on here. My name's Sean T. Adams. Forbes published multi-seven-figure entrepreneur. This right here is the 20-year-old Freedom. Wealth building baddie, man. She is, I call her Blazing Holly Berry. She's 20 years old. I call her the prodigy. She, runs a multi-six-figure business. She alright, I guess. You alright. And this right here.
So this is our fiddly fig. It has 2 leaves. It has 1 leaf.
Literally, he is the humanitarian. Shell. All right. So with that being said, she travels all around the world, saving babies, saving people. Certainly saved me. I was in a crazy place when we met. So she worked her magic for sure. With that being said, man, we are San Diego royalty, and we're here to help you guys level up mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. Speaking of, if you guys are watching this, you got a 700 plus credit score. You guys want to learn to make an extra $10,000 to $15,000 a month. DM me on Instagram, Sean _T on Instagram. It's free game, and I'll teach you for free how to make an extra $10,000 to $15,000 a month. I've never asked you for money. I only got one account. It's the one with the blue check. DM me free game, and I'll teach you for free how to make an extra $10,000 to $15,000 a month. If you got a 700 plus credit score, again, I'll never ask you for money. I'll never ask you for your account. Just free information. Why are we doing this? True wealth isn't about money. It's about impact on people. It's about impact on people, and we want to positively impact as many people on this planet as possible. You guys see us do giveaways. You guys see us help single moms. You guys see us do so much stuff because we just want to positively impact as many people as we can. I heard this quote from Rick Ross. He was saying success is about how many people you bless. And that's what we're going for, legacy. We want to bless as many people as possible with knowledge, with skills, with tools, with resources. We want to give you guys legitimate strategy so that you guys can take and implement into your life so that you can make the rest of your life the best of your life. So with that being said, man, for those people that want to turn their dreams into reality and their potential into production, you guys got a 700 plus credit score and you're like, oh man, I want to learn to make some DMB on Instagram, Schmoyalty_Instagram, free game. Listen, it's free information. I'm not gonna ask you for your credit card. I'm not gonna ask you for anything. Just name, whatever. You're gonna get like a 4-minute video. Take a look at it. Take some notes. Feel free to ask me questions. It's free game. Listen, if you guys are not making 10 to 15,000 a month before this, it's not your fault. But if you're not doing it after this live, that is completely your fault. This will be the most valuable live that you guys ever come across. Okay, it's free information. 700 plus credit score. You guys looking to make an extra $10,000 to $15,000 a month? DM me on Instagram, Schmoyalty_Instagram. DM me free game, and I'll teach you for free how to do it. It's only one account. I'll never ask you for money. I only got one account. It's the one with the blue check. And
follow my Instagram page on Instagram. Build my business Instagram right here. It's at 2 Cents Wealth.
sweet. And then make sure y'all follow Shanice. We're trying to get her up to 30K. So let's do it. Let's get her up to 30K by the end of it. And she's growing fast. Like weeds. not like the kind that you know, we're not talking about that. We don't promote any illegal drugs. Those are the ones in the garden.
Yes.
Like they growing quick. I'm like, dang, I didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we appreciate you guys so much for